If you're planning to move abroad in 2026 and you still haven't chosen a country, you're already behind. Not compared to influencers or YouTube experts, but compared to ordinary professionals who will take the jobs, apartments, and visa slots you'll want next year. Immigration doesn't punish bad choices. It punishes slow ones. This video isn't advice, and it's not inspiration. It's a warning. Because only a handful of countries still work for normal, skilled people without generational wealth. And today, we're cutting through the noise to compare two of them honestly: Ireland and the Netherlands. Both are popular, both are stable, both can work. But they reward very different types of people, and choosing the wrong one will quietly lock you into higher stress, higher costs, and lower leverage for years. Let's start with Ireland. Ireland works because it removes friction. That's the real advantage. English is the native language, and that alone saves you years of hidden stress. People underestimate how exhausting it is to live where every contract, doctor visit, work meeting, and government form feels like a test. In Ireland, you arrive and you function. For Americans and Brits especially, that matters more than salary on paper. Dublin has become a serious corporate base, not because it's charming, but because Ireland built a system that attracts global money. Tech, pharma, finance, and professional services didn't land here by accident. Google, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, Pfizer, and others run major European operations from Ireland because the rules are predictable and business-friendly. That translates into real jobs, not startup fantasies, and careers that don't depend entirely on insider networks. The Critical Skills Employment Permit is one of the few European immigration systems that actually works if you qualify. It's clear, structured, and leads somewhere. 5 years to permanent residency is realistic, not theoretical. But let's be honest about the trade-offs. Ireland is expensive, especially Dublin. Housing is tight, competitive, and frustrating. Weather is grey more often than people admit. Public transport is average. Healthcare works, but it's slow unless you pay privately. Work culture is calmer than the US, but it's not relaxed. You will still work hard. You will still pay high taxes. What you get in return is predictability. The system doesn't fight you constantly. Socially, Ireland is warmer than much of Europe, but that doesn't mean instant friendships or easy integration. You still need effort. Ireland suits people who value familiarity, who want a clear immigration path, and who don't want to feel like outsiders forever. It's a country where expats actually settle instead of constantly planning their exit. Now, before we move on, understand this clearly. If you're watching this thinking, you'll decide later, you're exactly the person who loses. Immigration rules tighten quietly. Housing gets worse silently. Opportunities don't disappear overnight. They just become unavailable to newcomers. Now the Netherlands. The Netherlands doesn't care if you feel comfortable. It cares if the system runs. And that's precisely why it works. If Ireland is about familiarity, the Netherlands is about efficiency. The 30% tax ruling is the single biggest reason professionals move here. And if you ignore it, you don't understand the country. For eligible foreign workers, a large portion of income is tax-free for several years. That's not a perk. That's a financial advantage that compounds fast. People who understand timing move early and build savings, security, and options. People who miss it complain later. English is spoken almost everywhere, but don't confuse that with warmth. Dutch communication is direct, blunt, and efficient. There's no emotional cushioning. If you perform, you're left alone. If you don't, you're replaced. Housing is competitive. Integration is your responsibility. Dutch people are polite, not welcoming. You will not be absorbed into social circles just for showing up. But daily life works. Trains run on time. Bureaucracy is efficient. Systems actually talk to each other. You don't waste hours fixing basic problems. Work culture respects time. Long hours are not impressive. Burnout is not normalized. You get vacation days and you're expected to use them. Cities are designed for people, not cars. Over time, this reduces stress in ways you don't notice until you leave. The Netherlands rewards competence and preparation. It punishes chaos and hesitation. Now, here's the part most videos avoid saying directly. This choice is not about which country is better. It's about which discomfort you're willing to live with. Ireland's downside is cost, housing pressure, and average infrastructure. Its upside is cultural familiarity, warmth, and a straightforward path to long-term residency. The Netherlands' downside is social distance, competitive housing, and high taxes once incentives end. Its upside is higher take-home pay early on, extreme efficiency, and a lifestyle that doesn't slowly burn you out. People who fail abroad usually aren't unlucky. They're indecisive, comfort-seeking, and late. Both Ireland and the Netherlands reward preparation. Neither tolerates hesitation. Both countries are safe. Both are stable. Both will still matter in 2030. Neither will save you if you arrive unskilled, unprepared, or expecting the system to adapt to you. The people who move early get better jobs, better apartments, and better leverage.